Hello everyone, my name is Denise and today I'll be making a video about friendship. Okay, what is friendship? So there have been many philosophers along the ages that have given definitions. Some people say that a friendship must be built upon a common love, which is like two individuals loving maybe a common thing, maybe God, right? And then you're connected by that love of God. Or maybe two friends, they love fishing, so they're connected by the love of fishing. Two friends, they both love it can be anything, like even cooking. They're connected by their love of cooking. So friends have to have this commonality. Okay, I agree with that definition. Okay, and but there are also other definitions like friends are people who help us love ourselves, help us know ourselves. I like that definition too. So today I would like to dive deeper into why are friends important, okay, and why do we all need friends? Okay, first, number one, friends help us to know ourselves better. So there's this lady I know whom I like also. She says that how she wants, when she wants to get to know herself, what she does is to retreat into her own room, into her cave, so to speak, and spend time alone. That's how she gets to know herself. I say that, well, yes, there's a place for that. Maybe in your journaling, in your own self-reflection, you get to know a bit of yourself. But a whole big chunk of yourself is actually known by spending time with others. Okay, let me explain that to you. I think there is this particular theory called field theory. It shows that we are different people when we are with different people. So let's say if I'm Denise, I'm this Denise when I'm making a video. But if I put, let's say yesterday, I had a video with Rachel Lowe, my friend, beside me, I'm a different Denise. If you put me together with my son, I'm a different Denise. If you put me together with my husband, I'm a different Denise. If you put me together with my mother, I'm a different Denise. They bring out different parts of myself. And in their absence, I will not get to know that side of me. So how do I grow in self-knowledge without the presence of the other? I don't think it's that possible. I probably know myself to a certain extent, but not beyond that. Ironically, after making these videos, I realized that I also got to know myself because I'm putting myself in front of viewers that I don't know who you are. I'm also at risk of being judged and all that. So it brings out a certain side of me. Like sometimes, I make so many drafts of a video before I upload. Why? Because I find myself telling lies in the first few videos, first few runs, because I'm trying to present a persona, right? But I don't want that. I don't like that. I want to be authentic. So the ultimate one that I usually upload is the one that I'm most authentic. Okay, next. So yes, number one, friends help us to know ourselves better. They offer sort of a mirror as well as something like a separate element to draw out different parts of us that wouldn't actually be there or be presented if not for them. Okay, next. I like this. Friends help us to keep sane. Okay, where did I hear that from? I hear that from this famous one of my favorite psychologists of all time, Jordan Peterson. He's a Canadian clinical psychologist and now more popularly known as a public speaker and writer. This is his second, he wrote many books, Maps of Meaning, The 12 Rules of Life. This is the most recent book called Beyond Order. Okay, 12 more rules for life. So Jordan Peterson believes that in order to keep sane, we need our friends, our spouse, because they'll be here, because all of us, and him especially tells, and I believe in me too, tend to gravitate towards madness. So we need our spouse or our friends at the right time to tell us, oh, that's really insane, man. You are going into insane territory. Well, it hurts. It might feel really painful at that moment, but it keeps us sane. And we might fight, but that calibration is necessary to keep us sane. So if you are staying as a hermit in a small little cave all by yourself, even without God, that could be a recipe for disaster. You might get more and more insane. Yeah, so even during this COVID period, it's important to talk to people to maintain your sanity. Okay, next, there are different types of friends. Okay, there are friends who, okay, this is a heuristic also and very simply oversimplified, but I feel that if I could categorize friends in two different groups, there'll be those who offer, number one, the comfort and support friends, and number two, the friends that are very good for calibration. So the comfort and support friends are those that are very high on agreeableness. They'll be here to validate your feelings, here to give you some holding together when you are feeling you're falling apart. they're very good during crisis and very good for making you feel good. Like they are feel good friends and you enjoy spending time with them. They will bring out your inner child because you feel very safe in their presence. And yet there's the other kind of friends, the calibration friends, the ones who will help you stay sane and tell you, well, that's an insane idea. So both are not mutually exclusive, you know, because sometimes your friends might be the comfort friends, but when they know that you are going slightly insane, they will calibrate you as well. So it could be the same person or same group of friends, but you need to have these two functions. If your friend is too agreeable and too permissive, then they cannot perform the keep sane function as well. So important to note, if you have a friend that irritates the hell out of you, may not be a worst thing, because they're keeping you sane. Okay, qualities of a friend. The most important quality is to be present. Very simply put, be physically present when your friend needs you. Or if let's say you're socially isolated, be present via Zoom, but you have to be present somewhat. So after you get your body or your presence in front of them, then you try to hone the other three, which are the mentally, psychologically present, emotionally present, and preferably also spiritually present, to be able to listen to them fully, to be in the here and now, without being, which means that sometimes you really need to bracket your own frame of reference, which is something that counselors do. Bracket your frame of reference, bracket even your own religious beliefs, just to be fully present in their frame of reference. So if you can do that well, then you will definitely be able to offer the comfort and support and even the calibration that your friend needs. Okay, the second thing is, do you need to love the person truly from your core? So under this, okay, I believe it's an arbitrary number, but there are 400 different types of counseling, different modalities we call it. And one of the most pivotal ones is person-centered therapy, which is actually also, they say it's the easiest and possibly the hardest at the same time. Why? Because person-centered therapy is not like cognitive behavior therapy where you try to undistort people's distorted thinking. It's not. It is more like just be present and reflect back the person's feelings, reflect back the content. Okay? But for this PCT, person-centered therapy, to work, you need to have core values. And one of them is unconditional positive regard. If I can explain what unconditional positive regard is, I would say it is from the very core of your being, let's say of Denise Tong, right in the middle of me. I love you and I value you and I believe that your life has dignity. You're worthy of love and you are important to me. If I believe that right at my core, then it's communicated in my presence. Even if I just sit down and do nothing but nod my head for 1 hour, there will be healing because my presence communicates that, and that goes even beyond words. So sometimes if you watch Carl Rogers, the founder of person-centered therapy, at work, you can see his videos on YouTube. You realize that sometimes he just does nothing but sit there and nod, or ask a few questions or reflect back some content here and there. And yet his clients have phenomenal improvement. Yeah, and he became one of the, apart from Sigmund Freud, Carl Rogers is really the second most pivotal person. Because there's Aaron Beck with CBT, there's Carl Jung, right, with his archetypes and all that. But Carl Rogers, one of the pivotal figures. Any counselor, any psychologist will learn about him. So he contributed this unconditional positive regard. So yes, as a counselor, you need to have it, but also as a friend. Not saying that you need to love everything that your friend does. Sometimes they can truly act as assholes and all that, really. But you still love them. Their act might not be so what's that word? Pleasant, but that person at the core, you know, is someone that you love, and that you're willing to tolerate all that nonsense because you still love him. And also because you know that you yourself are not perfect, although your core is good, and they are also so-called tolerating you at the same time. So if you think about it that way, that's how a friendship hones the virtues, patience as well, and understanding and humility. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you like it, kindly press subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much, and God bless.